All right, shalom, shalom. First off, give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Karkadash. The honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS. Salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are enduring in truth and sincerity, all the men and the women who follow. So, as you can see, my brother Crowds out from the Nebraska camp coming back at you with another lesson. This one being entitled, "Let's Talk About the C Hip." All right, so as you can see, you got this picture here. I took this at a Dollar Tree, here in Omaha, and they were taking card only at the time. Now I frequent this Dollar Tree. It's like very, it's in my area, and it was crazy that they were only taking card and not cash, but it really didn't make sense to me, or it made sense to me. I know why. We're going to speak about that, but it is like it's a Dollar Tree. Like everything in there is $1.25, and if I have exact change, why wouldn't you be able to take that exact change? It's $1.25. If you get four things, it's $5. Why can't you take my $5 bill for my four gallons of water I want to get or whatever? So, um, of course, it's a precursor to the MOT to the B. The C hip, getting everybody conditioned. Okay. Matter of fact, let's get a couple. What is conditioning? Conditioning is a form of learning which either a given stimulus or signal becomes increasingly effective in evoking a response, or a response occurs within increasingly regularity in a well specified and stable environment. And yeah, it really is both of them, because definitely they're trying to get a response, okay, and increasing the regularity of not paying with cash, right? So right now, our well stable environment, you can pay with cash, you pay with card, but they've been increasingly moving away from cash. You can pay with your card. You can pay with your phone. And just touch it to the card reader. You can use Bitcoin and all these other cryptocurrencies. At the end of the day, they're moving away from cash. All right. Um, and it's becoming increasingly effective to get a response to people to not pay with cash. So people are being conditioned away from cash. All right. There's another term for it, um, gradualism. All right. Gradualism is a gradual reform rather than sudden change or revolution. So it's yeah. It says the policy of seeking to change something or achieve a goal gradually rather than quickly or violently, right? So kind of easing you in onto it, okay? So when you see things like this and they can only use card only, you know, how does the cash fuck up? I can see how they would say maybe cash only because our card system is down, but how is your cash system down? Now, if you don't have, because I remember during the pandemic, they were uh, removing some of the coins and things of that nature from the society. So if you say you don't have cash to like make change for 20, you came in, you bought something for $1.25, and now they owe you, $18.75, and you don't have that to do to every customer. That's understandable. But to go, shouldn't it be like card only and exact change? You know, but because this is, I'm sure this was a somebody's manager told them that to put that up, and that came from on high. I can't say it did, but that's the example of what we can give. The owner of the store, he gets the word from uh, from his bosses, from the elites or whatnot, and it just goes on down the line until it hits your mom and pop store in your neighborhood. Not saying that that's what happened in this case, but that's how it can happen. All right, so let's get the scripture real quick. Of course, it's Revelation 13 and 16. It says, "And he calls all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead." Right, and that mark being, the charagma, a stamp, an imprinted mark, a thin card, graven work. It goes back to being a cutting in the flesh. Okay. Um, and when you go into this 600, 6. Okay. All right. It's 666, and then you go to the root word stigma. The stigma, a mark pricked or branded upon the body, to ancient Oriental usage of slaves, soldiers, okay, that bore the name of the stamp on their master or their commander, right? So that goes into um, let's see, a brain iron. You can put a mark on somebody with this. This would be an A mark, okay? You can brand dad on something, you know. But this is talking about a cutting in the flesh, okay? It wasn't an owl. It's like that how it is? Yeah, there we go. This is what it's speaking about. Actual cutting in the flesh. This symbolizes this is what they would use. And matter of fact, look at this, and then look at this. It's very similar. Look at that. Matter of fact, here we go. That's a good picture. Look at this, and then look at that. You know, call it Yabashmi Shai. It's the same. It's the same idea. All right, they want you to be a slave. Now, when you go into, I went to Wikipedia and microchip human implants. Right, it says a human microchip implant is an electronic device implanted subcutaneously or subdermally, usually via an injection. Shown, here. That's the old school, but they're shown here, with the needle. Thank you. Says examples include integrated circuit RFID device encased in ciliate glass, which is implanted in the body of a human, which is a picture of that right there. This type of subdermal implant usually contains a unique ID number. So we all have a unique ID number. We all have a social security number. All right, it's gonna be the same idea. That can be linked to the information contained in the external database, such as identity document, criminal record, medical history, medications, address book, and other potential uses. And this is all for a human implant. All right. So I'm going to read this real quick. It says in 1998, the first experiments with radio identification, it's like radio frequency identification implant, were carried out in 1998 by a British scientist, Kevin Warwick. His implant was used to open doors, switch on lights, and cause verbal output within a building. After 9 days, the implant was removed, and he has since been held as he held in a Saki. The implant was removed and has since been held in the Science Museum in London. Right. So when you go into all these chipped individuals, it starts talking about different people. Let me see. There was one that I wanted to get. Okay, yeah, this guy in 2014, Martin Weisheimer, a Dutch marketing manager for a Bitcoin ATM manufacturer, General Bytes, placed RFID chips in both of his hands to store his Bitcoin, his private keys, and his business card. That's why everything is pivoting toward these CBDCs. All right, these Bitcoin, all these different cryptocurrencies, and they're eventually going into the market. As you can see, he holds all his crypto in his market. All right. Um, Patrick Landhead in 2015 sent a bio payment of €1 worth of Bitcoin using his chip embedded in his hand. Like, who is this guy? Like, what is that? That's his only claim to fame. There's nothing else on him. I mean, he's the first guy to send Bitcoin, with an RFID chip. So gradually, these things are coming to pass. Gradually, the masses of the people are getting used more and more used to pivoting away from cash. Okay, and they're getting closer and closer to that servitude of the MOTB. Okay, so that's all I really wanted to get with that. Lord's will, this is edifying. And, we give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Makarkadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS. Salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are enduring in truth and sincerity, all the men and the women who follow. Hey, Shalom.